Okay, so who's here? All right, so basically what happened with Veronez's base was I wanted to raid his base because that motherfucker was hoarding so many cars and he was being a bit of a dick about it. But I couldn't think of a way. And oh, Wolfgang Amadeus, I raided him as well. That's where I got all the guns from. All those guns just were in that cabinet. Anyway, so it's a mixture of about 3 to 4 different bugs in the game that we exploited together to do what we did. Number one bug is and all these bugs are fixed now, by the way, so you can't do this anymore. So you don't have to worry. I told Spencer about it and he fixed them. Well, actually, he was already working on some of them, but I explained to him how it worked.
Oh, Wolfgang's
Basically,
connected.
Yeah, he's rage quit. So bug number one was the whole desync thing. So you know how you can't desync now, but do you remember how you used to be able to desync when you're driving a car and it was really annoying?
Yeah.
While you're desync, you know how you could walk around and shit? You
Yeah,
could
yeah.
see people's bases? Now, if you desync, your body registers like it's still in the car, even though you can walk around basically around the entire map, right? Now, where you're looking from, the only things that load is all the frames to the houses, not the doorways, not the cabinets, not the people. But if the car that you're in is close enough, that's all loaded. So you'll see the doorways, you can't walk into houses, you can see people running around, but you can't do anything to them. And the second that you click E, it teleports you back to your car because it's registering you as getting out of the car, so it teleports you back. Right? So you've all experienced that, right? Now there was another bug which was really easy to use, which let you shoot from your car. And that was if you click the emote when you were driving a car or in the passenger seat of a car, it would bring up the emote menu. It wouldn't let you use an emote, but then when you exited the emote menu, it would let you shuffle through your weapons and you could actually shoot, or you could hit it. You could swing your axe while you're in the driver's seat or while you're in the passenger seat of your car. Okay, that was one of the main bugs that I told Spencer about. But that combined with the other bug, basically what we did is we drove a car near Martini's base until one of us desynced, and then the driver of the car would drive the car far, far away so that the game would register that our body isn't in the area that we were looking from. And because it wasn't in the area, which the area being Martini's base, it would start to despawn all the stuff that it didn't need to load, which would be all the doors, all the cabinets, all the people. And when all that's despawned, I can walk through the doorways because the walls and everything are still there, but you can see all the doorways open. And then you walk into the house and stand where you want to be. Then you get the people in the car to drive the car closer again so that the game starts to load everything in the area again. And once it loads everything in the area, all the doors spawn, you can see the people inside the base, you can see the cars and everything. And because you combine that with the other button, and then you click the emote button because it still registers you're in a car, so you click the emote button, bring up the emote menu, then you click it again to let the emote menu go around. And then you can shuffle through your weapons. And basically I went in there, the 4 of us went in there with bows and 400 arrows, and we just shot all the tires out on all his cars because the bullets were registering as going from the car, which was parked nearby outside the base, through the walls, back to us, through us, and then straight to the tires. It was really buggy. We couldn't click on anything, but we could shoot our weapons.
That's clever.
And they couldn't see where they were coming from. People thought they were hacking through the ground and shit, but basically we were just desynced next to them. And we shot all the tires out. And then when they logged on and realized that all the tires were out, one of our mates changed his names to Hark, changed his IP address so they couldn't trace it to his account. And then when he was in the game, he changed his name on Steam to something else, so that when you looked at the player list, you couldn't see the player on the server, but you could see the player Hark's name come up every single time he killed someone, and you could see the player Hark's name come up every single time that he spoke. But if you looked at the player list server names, you couldn't actually see his name on the list because the person who was playing under the name Hark changed their name while they were logged inside to Hurtworld on Steam. And the Hurtworld doesn't change your name while you've changed it on Steam, but Steam will change your name on your IP server list and shit like that.
Oh,
So
wow.
then they're thinking that Harks is hacking through the game because
Yeah.
then he was trolling, saying, "Haha, I'm hacking through the walls. I'm under the ground. I'm doing this. I'm doing that," spreading this massive spread of lies. While
Yeah.
all he's doing is just desynced inside their base, shooting them. And then he waited until Freak would stream it, and once Freak streamed it, he just started killing them. And they were like,
Yeah.
"How the fuck is this happening? Hacker, hacker." Um,
Wow.
Oh.
yeah, and then like we just spread this massive spread of lies. That whole thing, that guy that was telling the other dude about how he made he created a
Vern.
hack and he gave it to and Harksa was using the hacks. That was all a bunch of bullshit that we was trolling to try and make. That was all so that Harks would fight with Vernez and Martini, and when they fought, it couldn't have worked out better because they fought, Harks started destroying their base, and Martini started destroying Harks's base, which pissed Harks off even more. So just Harks destroyed the middle section of the base, and while he destroyed the middle section of the base, I was there with Avalon acting all innocent and shit with Martini, and I was like, oh man, that sucks, that sucks. While I'm in their base, I placed a totem down in their base and took control of the middle
Oh.
section of their base. All the cars, I actually managed to get some of the cars out while you guys were all talking outside with like Aiden and shit. Oh wait, Aiden, do you stream?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was I watched your stream about that, and the one that was called Hackers
Yeah.
or Real. Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
funny. I'm in that video as Noodle Soup. I'm like,
Go
while
on,
all this
man.
is going, I'm acting like, yeah, I'm Noodle Soup. I'm just acting all
Yeah.
innocent, like, oh, it was probably Freak and all this shit, just like laughing
Yeah.
in the background
Yeah.
while I was placing a totem and stealing cars. Yeah, basically
Yeah,
that's the truth of what actually happened. It wasn't any hacks. It was just exploiting certain bugs in the game that got fixed.
Nice.
well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah.
That is well played. I'll give you
And
that.
because of those hacks,